Please welcome the Honorable Keisha Lance Bottoms, 60th Mayor of Atlanta.
Good morning to you all. When I was here last year, my mother joined me, and she's here with me again this morning. And James, I'm sure there's some things that are universal, like validation from your mother. So when I sat down, I asked her, how did I do? And she asked me, was I reading? And I told her, yes. She said, I could tell because you were very boring. So I will try and not read this morning, and hopefully I won't skip too much. As my 9-year-old watched me prepare my notes last night, he told me that he could help me with my speech. And so he told me to make sure that I told all of the police officers that we were thankful for them, that we're thankful that they stop people when they're speeding, we're thankful that they lock up gang members. And then he asked me, was Chief Shields a nice lady? And I told him sometimes, and he said, well, I'd like to meet her then. But from Officer Levester, who helped my 17-year-old at Music Midtown when he was overheated the other night, to the homicide team that arrested the young man who murdered my nephew, we are grateful to you for the things that you do that are big and small. And to Dave Wilkerson and the entire Atlanta Police Foundation, thank you for investing in our city. And to Ambassador Young, it is such a pleasure to be with you this morning. I've shared my experience at the Young Family YMCA, in addition to your critiquing the way that black girls swim, to also my encounter with a 16-year-old young man who shared with me if it were not for the Young Family YMCA, he wouldn't know what he would eat during the summer. And so, Ambassador Young, I am honored that you are here today because you have continued to stand in the gap for our communities in the same way that the At Promise youth centers have stood in the gap for our communities. And we have one, and then soon we'll have two, and then we will have a third that will bear your name, and I think that is fitting. Also, to my partners on the Atlanta City Council, thank you for joining and helping pass historic legislation that's given our police officers a historic 30% raise. It was wonderful. Not that you ever wish anyone ill, but it was wonderful to be in Cobb County and watch them try and figure out how they will now catch up with APD. And now, I have the great honor of presenting the Community Champion Award to a very deserving leader. Her name is Helen Smith Price. I love Helen for many reasons. Most of all, she's a West Side girl from Atlanta, but also for the work that she does with the Coca-Cola Company and the Coca-Cola Foundation. She understands the power of strong communities and helping those in need. So to James Quincy and the entire Coca-Cola family, thank you for providing support to the Atlanta Police Foundation and the At Promise Youth Center. And thank you for continuing to allow Helen Smith Price to give back to the communities that she loves so dearly. So it's my honor to present Helen with the Atlanta Police Foundation 2019 Community Champion Award.
Thank you, Mayor Bottoms, and thank you to the Atlanta Police Foundation. I am so honored to be recognized by an organization that clearly understands the children in our community and that actually loves Atlanta and is making it a better place. I have the pleasure of accepting this award, but I represent the Coca-Cola Company, and that company cares about Atlanta. It's in its hometown, but it's made a commitment to give back to communities across the globe and make a difference everywhere we do business. So thank you. I am honored, and you're right, I'm a West Side girl. But thank you so much for recognizing the work of the Coca-Cola Company. It is my pleasure to accept this award.